So we actually have Sheep confirmed for the interview from the Paladins. Hello, Sheep. How's it going? First of all, congratulations on the win. How are you feeling?
Thanks. Yeah, it's good to win. Honestly, we kind of expected it against staffs, against Watermelon Waddlers. Like we've played, as you saw from the record against through the season, they've not even given us much trouble throughout the season. Really, they're always a team we definitely had to try properly against. Like we had to really try against them, but we were pretty confident we could get the win.
And I see that you're wearing a jersey with your name on it. Absolutely
Yep.
love that. Really in the team spirit. You guys did incredible today, and as you mentioned, you guys did play against Watermelon beforehand, and that was also a win. So, do you think maybe you guys came into this more aware of their strategies? Were you guys feeling more relaxed? How did it feel coming in here, knowing that you had already won a game against them beforehand?
Yeah, it definitely helps knowing we've beaten them before. Watermelon Waddlers tend to play a pretty normal style. Like some of the teams we play against in both NSE and Yule are really quite whack. They run weird stuff, and that often takes us a bit more off guard. Whereas Watermelon Waddlers, they always run normal stuff, and we've played against normal stuff enough that we know what we're doing. So we weren't expecting any massive curveballs coming into the game.
And you guys just, I'm assuming, prepare for that through practice. What goes into your team behind the scenes? Because you guys do have, the 7-man roster. You're able to swap out players. How do you decide when to swap out players? How do you guys prepare just to be able to come in here and show your best?
So this season we haven't actually done much practice outside of the game. Normally in previous seasons, because we've been around as a team for 3 years now, I think we kind of know what everyone's strengths are, and so we in some previous seasons we have practiced quite a lot. In terms of who we run, it's actually quite clear. So Lukey Boy, as you saw, played Wrecking Ball exclusively on map 2, and his Wrecking Ball is really good. And JJPT90 is definitely more of a Reinhardt specialist. And whilst you did see him play Ball a little bit on Li Jiang, he sometimes struggles a little bit on Ball, whereas Lukey very much is a carry potential on Ball. I think he actually said at the end of Nabani, I think he was spouting off about having 4 gold medals playing the Wrecking Ball there. So he's definitely able to come alive on that Wrecking Ball. So that's pretty much. So generally we look at the map and go, do we want to run Wrecking Ball more, or do we want to run Reinhardt more? And that's informs our decision.
Okay, that's actually quite interesting to know, and of course it's a good strategy to have here. I have 2 amazing casters with me here today. I'm going to give them both a shot to ask you a more technical and in-depth question. So I'm going to start off with Daring Paradox. Do you happen to have any questions here for Sheep today?
Well, it wouldn't be technical or in-depth, but I just really have to ask, how do you sleep at night bullying main tanks like that?
Oh, it's great fun. It's great fun. I love playing again. Yeah, I feel bad for main tanks. I mean, we have our own games where we get main tanks bullied quite a lot, and it's quite hard to keep some of our players playing the game after they get some particularly bullied in the game. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Fair enough, I suppose. If it works, it works.
Hear it from him.
If it works. What about you, Latark? Do you happen to have any maybe in-depth questions? I'm just gonna throw maybe. I'm not sure.
Maybe. I mean, strategy-wise, you came in. You definitely showed that you were confident both on the Brawl and the Ball. And I mean, on that Orisa D.Va, what made you choose the D.Va over the Sigma? Because I did say on the cast, but I just kind of want to support what I said and make sure that's right.
So basically, with the Orisa Sigma, or the issue with the Orisa Sigma is that the Sigma can't actually block as much damage as the D.Va. Because, well, we've played, this is actually coming from previous games. When we played against them before, I think it was them, they tend to run a very similar comp to that. With the Orisa Sigma and pretty much a mirror matchup. Honestly, I think it was the summer season for NSE, we played against them, and I think every time we played against them, we drew Anubis running the same comps, the mirror matchup, like 4 games running. It was quite annoying. But they decided to run something different this time, and unfortunately for them, it didn't work out. But, I mean, props on them for not running the double shield. But the D.Va basically can eat the big cooldown. So when we're used to playing against Echo and Hanzo, for example, the Storm Arrows and the Echo Sticky Bombs can be eaten by the D.Va, whereas with a Sigma, you can't really block that as much. So that was our reasoning to D.Va. Also, it gives us the option to push onto any people possibly taking the high ground, and it can peel a lot better for the Baptiste. So lots of reasons to run D.Va over Sigma, I think.
Yeah,
We'll count that as a correct analysis from Latark.
We'll definitely say that's right. Yeah, I'm taking that as a win.
You happy about that? You think that's a good answer? Does it qualify what you said?
Answer.
Yeah.
It's way better than my prediction of what it was. So, yeah, much more in depth.
Leave it to
You know what, guys? Yeah, exactly. And you live and you learn, so don't worry about it. You guys did great on the cast today, and also you guys played an absolutely incredible game there, Sheep. You should be really proud of yourself going 3-0 here. showing us why the Paladins just had so many high expectations coming in, and they really did live up to these expectations. But you are setting the bar quite high for next season, so good luck with that as well. Just gonna ask you here if you happen to have any final shout outs or mentions you want to do before we end the interview.
I mean, just thanks for my team for actually, turning up and still playing the game. At this point with Overwatch, it's a tough ask, but we were all on today playing the game before the match, which so it's good to have. Thanks to them for actually playing the game.
Thank you so much for being here. It was absolutely incredible to have you on the interview and also just to see you guys play. So I hope you enjoy your celebrations, because I'm sure you guys are going to go celebrate. Just make sure to keep it COVID safe, by the way, guys.
Yep. Well, thank you very much for the cast.
Thank you for being here.
Anytime.